Welcome to the topic of saving, downloading, and cloning operations in Designcenter X Solid Edge. By the end of this topic, you will be able to know the different save operations, downloading documents from cloud, and creating copy of assemblies. In this demonstration, we will see the different options of saving documents in Solid Edge, downloading Solid Edge documents from cloud, and creating clones of assemblies. Let's start with save operations. Out of the box, there are different save operations which can be performed based on requirement. To start with, let's save as a solid edge part, which also contains an associated drawing. When we perform save as, we have the option to exclude the associated drawing. Let's exclude the draft by turning on the Exclude Draft option before performing the operation, and provide the mandatory values or use Assign All to assign the next available unique ID from the cloud. Here the draft will not get copied to the new CAD design revision. Next is saving the solid edge part or assemblies in different files formats using Save as Translated feature. Here we have the options to save the outputs directly to cloud and attach it under same CAD design revision. When we perform this operation with saving the output to cloud, we have two file formats which are supported, that is, Parasolid and Step. If we browse the attachments in Active Workspace, we can see the step file of the assembly under same CAD design revision. To store the outputs to local machine, we need to turn off the options of Save Translation to Team Center. In this save operation, we have multiple file formats which are supported out of the box. Even for assemblies, this operation is supported, that is, we can export the assembly to different file formats and store to on cloud or to the local machine. Now let's see the method to download the Solid Edge documents local machine. As we know, all the data resides on cloud, and if needed, we can download these documents to local machine using Create Package command from Cache Assistant dialog. Before exporting, we need to open the documents that need to be downloaded to local machine, or we can use Download option and select the documents from the Download dialog. When we open the documents, those documents are downloaded to cache and are available for Create Package operation. In this case, we can see parts as well as assemblies which are available in cache. Now let's run Create Package operation, provide a name to the file and specify the file location. All the documents are zipped and stored in that specified directory with the specified file name. Next is creating a copy of assembly in the cloud. Sometime we want to create a clone of the assembly to create another product configuration or start working on a new project, where we want reuse some of the existing data as both contains some common design parameters. So, for this we can use Solid Edge Structure Editor from the Choose PDM interface. Here we can start a new session and open the assembly which needs to be cloned. We can provide different parameters and define the actions to create a copy of the assembly. We can define action like save as to create a copy, and no action in case we do not want to save as those documents. As we define the inputs, the outputs are updated on the right side of the dialog. Either we can enter the values manually for the mandatory fields, like Item ID and Revision, or we can use Assign All command, which automatically fill the values to these fields. If needed, we can edit the item's name and other properties values. Finally, we can validate the cloned assembly using Run Team Center validation and start cloning by clicking on Perform Actions command. The cloned assembly can be opened later in Solid Edge, and the assembly structure with document properties can be validated.